Hello, welcome to the Free Cheese Podcast. It is just moments after PlayStation's E3 Showcase 2017. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Mark Augustiniak.
What's up?
Matt Sellner.
Hello.
Free Cheese, a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. But this week, it's all about E3 2017. Like I mentioned, PlayStation is just moments behind us. Here we are to react and discuss what was showcased. How do you guys feel overall?
Mark?
In the middle, kind of like with Microsoft, you know.
Okay.
It was like they showed things that were cool, but at the same time, I wasn't like blown away. I mean, it was for a hot second, you know what I mean? But like after everything combined as a presentation, it was a good presentation. I like that they stuck to their last routine of just games, and Sean Layden was only on like twice.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Maybe a combined like 2 minutes at that too.
Yeah, so that's a good job. But yeah, other than that, yeah.
I think we can finally say that the Year of Dreams, like part 3, is done. It was killed. It wasn't that good, but I still thought it was a very good conference. Yeah, I mean, I was very happy coming out of it. Maybe, like I said, not PlayStation's best conference, but still happy.
I am very whelmed. You know? I like what was shown.
Yeah,
I'm happy with what was shown. But I'm not like drooling.
Right.
I'm not punching dates into my phone, counting down the days.
Well, you can't.
Gone by. Right, I can't because nothing's coming out until 2018.
Yeah. And I think, you know, it's really hard to top what they did last year, and that gave a lot of people hope for this year and a lot of expectations. Naturally, it's like you can't help that, you know.
I think
But see, for me, it's not a matter of like squandered expectations or me having too much hype about something that wasn't fulfilled. I think it's just the fact that literally what was shown, looking at this list, brought to you by Matt once again. Thank you for taking very
of course
detailed and thorough notes. Everything on this list is a known quantity. There was nothing in here that was a surprise, save for like Shadow of the Colossus remaster. But even that is like, oh yeah, of course you would do that.
Was Monster Hunter new?
Yeah, but it's like, again, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Shadow of the Colossus was not even on my mind.
I didn't think that was happening.
Again, those things,
but again, it still feels
they're surprises, but they're
it's a safe move.
Right, it's
because they're not really venturing out to do anything like completely different. They're just making an old game prettier,
which in a way is fine. Like you think about,
I mean, that was a PS2 like greatest hit. Like
yeah. But you think about what we talked about before a few weeks back on the Free Cheese podcast proper about Square, 3 years or so, right? Like Sony came out, hey, Kingdom Hearts 3, hey, Final Fantasy 7, Shenmue 3, all of these big things that are just like decades away seemingly, right? Or what feels like it. And they definitely, we didn't want them to do that this year.
Also most of their stuff delivered. But like probably like 85% of it, I feel like.
What do you mean?
From that conference you're talking about?
Yeah, like I feel like the majority of it they delivered on, with like games coming out or are almost done or.
Well, yeah, I mean, we did have like The Last of Us 2, where like we have seen a couple things that are like a little far out there, and I think that it was
like Last Guardian finally coming out.
Yeah. But I think it was better to try and not do that. Like like we didn't see Sucker Punch's game. Maybe it is better if that's not ready to go.
I'd rather not see it. Fully anticipate it, but then not see it instead of seeing him like, oh, that does not look great.
Even still though, like,
and we're in this thing now where Sony's in this very comfortable spot, and they actually announced it right before the conference. PSX is happening again. Yeah. Like, this is now a semi-annual big ass conference.
I forgot about that.
Like anything you didn't see here that might be semi. What did I say?
Semi.
Oh, I mean, like, you're going to get two of these big press conferences about 6 months apart now. Like, there's now a second opportunity to have that big moment on stage because I think people realize what PSX can be, especially after the third year of it.
Yeah. Kind of like the QuakeCon.
Yeah.
And BlizzCon.
Which is fine, but...
I don't know. I'm in the boat of, I'd rather not see it if I'm going to be disappointed. And I think
I don't think you would be disappointed, though.
if something's running at like 15 frames per second, it looks choppy.
I don't
the
think they would.
explosions look bad.
I don't think that would make it on stage.
Exactly why we probably didn't see it.
I don't know.
And I think we're done past the days of the logo after being burned by release dates going into 5 years.
They're hardly dates now. It's just windows.
I mean, I'll take the window if it's like a year out, but like the whole, all right, here it comes in 2020. Like,
actually, I wouldn't even want that. I would just be like, it's in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I think they, I applaud them for what they did 2 years ago. Or was that last year, Death Stranding? I'm getting mixing up my days now. It was last year.
Yeah.
Death Stranding, yeah. I mean, I applaud what they did with Death Stranding, kind of capitalize on the Kojima hype.
Right.
But did we need The Last of Us Part 2 at PSX? It was a hell of a surprise. It got me hyped, but like,
how far out is
yeah,
that?
exactly.
Yeah.
It was a pretty looking trailer. Ellie and Joel, we got that out of it, but now there's like more questions, so we're not going to see it.
See, that would have been something better had they saved that for right now. Because right now I'm walking out of this conference like, okay, I'm playing a couple third-party things this year, and some DLC for Horizon if I want to, and then Uncharted.
You want to, trust me.
Which is fine, right? But again, like, there's not a whole lot on the forefront. Why don't we run through a little bit of what Sony and PlayStation did go over? So starting off, a little bit of a live music. I wouldn't say necessarily the big orchestra they had last year.
That was
right?
a little disappointing, but you know,
it was different.
I think that's
like
a once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it was different. But that brought us into Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which is that Uncharted sort of. It seems like
a standalone DLC-ish
yeah.
kind of thing inside the Uncharted 4 engine.
Yeah. You play as Chloe with Nadine. Seems cool. They show a little story trailer, chasing after
some
stuff,
treasure.
different artifacts. There
Treasure.
were a couple different artifacts.
Like,
Not Avery's treasure.
Yeah. Which seems fine.
I don't know, the fact they're showing that twice and there was a whole different part of the story is nice. That makes me think that this is going to be a decent chunk of new gameplay, which give me more Uncharted.
Yeah,
and you're playing as Chloe, so that's new.
Yeah.
And we didn't see her in 4.
Not at all?
No.
I think she's
I don't think she was.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's nice.
She's the best one anyway, so it's good that we have more of her.
I like her.
Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds DLC, coming later this year. Aloy on Ice, so...
I couldn't really hear what
She said something along the lines of like, I'm here for the mountain and I'm looking for answers.
I couldn't really hear what man with the big headpiece was saying, but what's important is that she was wearing the legendary armor you don't get until the end of that game.
Okay.
So that's something to take away.
He was just saying like, well, to do that you gotta like slay this beast first or something.
All right,
like,
give me a new robot dinosaur to slay.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm in.
Days Gone gets a little bit of in-engine gameplay demo shown off, which game looks better than it did before, because before it was just really boring to me.
It still doesn't stand out to me.
No, it doesn't stand out. I think it's just a compliment piece, and it kind of concerns me for Bend as a studio a little bit, but it is promising to see that it's starting to form an identity this year, unlike last year. It's kind of
feel like we're just relying on visuals too much to sell a
yeah,
game.
look how many enemies are on screen, and there was some things. But going back to last year's conference with them ending on that game, I don't think that was supposed to be there. I think that was the last minute. Hey, can you sub this in? Because I have a really good feeling that PS4 Pro was supposed to be the end of that conference last year. I still truly think that.
But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I'm sure it's for someone.
Yeah, still no date on that, so like there's still time to make that what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Sean Layden comes out on stage. Thanks everyone. Talks about how it's all about the games, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then we go to Monster Hunter World. A gameplay demo of Monster Hunter. It's back on PlayStation consoles for the first time since the PSP.
2.
There were, I think there was one on Vita, but it was a port of the Wii one.
But I think PS2 was first.
Yeah, but I mean the last
Since
time,
it was on the
right,
PlayStation
that's what I mean. Like
platform.
the last time that it was on
last
one.
time.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
It has
Okay.
been since
Yeah, you're
like
right.
early Vita days because no one knows how to say Vita anymore, except for Undertale before the show starts. Yeah,
That was like
early,
the most fast-paced one I've seen.
yeah, early 2018, coming to PlayStation. I think also PC and Xbox One.
Probably.
Shadow of the Colossus remaster. This was kind of a surprise.
I think this is the real surprise of the show.
Yeah. That was a really short thing too.
Real quick, real.
I feel like
whatever.
I feel like what they showed wasn't even like final.
Yeah,
It was just like, hey, it might look like this.
Well, it's coming early 2018.
Because I don't know if it was
Oh, no, just
cinematic
2018,
or
sorry.
that was just actual gameplay. We don't know, but
When they showed Japan Studio, I was
yeah,
hoping for a little.
got it.
Yeah, but then it
Pun.
Got it. half
immediately
right.
was followed by Blue Point, so we should have known then.
No, yeah. As soon as I saw Blue Point, I was like, okay, got it. It's a port. I get it.
I don't know. I like to think that they're like how I was last year with Crash. Someone that really loves that game is kind of having the same reaction I am somewhere.
But this is the first time that you see Japan Studio and not Team Eco.
I think the thing is like that game was already remastered. It was remastered on PS3. You know.
Well, I mean, not. I mean, it was just up-res for to be on modern TVs, but the game itself wasn't really.
Still though, like this is good. It's
Yeah.
not a bad thing. It's gonna get it into the hands of people who haven't played it. It's gonna, you know.
Well, actually, well, they didn't say what it was—a remaster or remake or.
I think they had remaster at the end of the
Did
title.
they?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 2018 on that one. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is coming out this year, September 19th. We get a little story trailer, a little
You get a demo.
crossover action. You can play the story demo right now if you want to.
The animations look sluggish.
They look, yeah,
They did not look good.
they're
That's something.
by Injustice 2.
Or Tekken 7.
Yeah. Call of Duty World War II. This is where I knew we were in trouble.
No, actually quite the contrary.
I mean the fact that we got to Call of Duty by like 30 minutes in. That was when I knew we were something's wrong. Something's wrong here. We're missing some shit.
Why?
Because Call of Duty and Destiny always close the show, and the fact that Call of Duty came so quickly into it, I was like, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, story trailer, a little bit of gameplay, November 3rd, Call of Duty World War II.
No demo on stage, which I applaud.
I'm happy about that, because that Black Ops 3 shit was the worst.
Yeah, it was rough.
Bad.
So far, I'm only taking Shadow out of all this. Like, nothing's really
Oh,
caught my eye.
They probably got me for at least 30, probably 60 when that comes out. Probably 160 already. Damn.
Well then,
120, sorry.
Bethesda made another announcement that Skyrim's coming to yet another platform called PlayStation VR.
Just stop.
Uh,
Just stop.
Well,
Not you, but them. Just stop.
yeah. This was part of the little. So we got a little bit of a VR showcase here. So we got Skyrim VR. We got Starchild. Which one was Starchild?
Was that the one?
Was that
with,
Supermassive?
No, it's not Supermassive.
No, I marked as Supermassive games.
was that the one with the mech?
Oh, the Gillette Blade.
Right. That was the one with that. That was Game
Like a
Trust.
Yeah, it was the GameStop companies.
Right.
Game Truth or something
Game
like that.
Trust. Game Trust.
Yeah. Followed by The Inpatient, which looks like a weird, like 50s
I like that.
experiment
interesting.
on your brain, psychology, whatever.
Horror game.
If I had VR, I'd be looking forward to it.
Yeah, Supermassive. So Supermassive are the ones that did Until Dawn. Prior to that, they did the God of War games on PSP. So yeah, Inpatient. Cut to Final Fantasy 15 Monster of the Deep, which seems like PlayStation VR fishing.
But with a twist.
That is a giant, scary, spooky fish.
Yeah. It's probably like a boss fight or something.
But that seems like all it is. It wasn't that whole game
Yeah.
supposed to be in VR or something? What was
No, there was
No,
they were gonna
there
do
was
a
a
thing.
prompto mode where you could be prompted like shooting stuff and you would teleport around and help your friends fight.
Did they have that? Did that come out?
No, I haven't seen anything about that.
All right, well, now you can fish if you want to. Then a game called Bravo Team, also by Supermassive, working on VR. So I guess they're just kind of becoming a little VR champions there.
That's fine.
Little shooter thing. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Shooter in VR.
Yep. And then Moss was this little cute bunny rabbit. Stuart Little rat boy.
It was a mouse. But he had like a leaf armored arm or something.
Yeah.
It was like Adventure Time-ish looking.
And then we did miss the back half of that trailer because we had stream issues.
Yeah.
So.
But End of VR. Cut to God of War. See a little bit more of bearded Kratos.
Not yelling.
Very quiet, very stoic.
He was like that in the other one too.
Yeah,
well,
but
I'm just saying, like,
we're reinforcing the issue that he's not yelling at everything
yet.
Yeah.
You know what'll happen.
Well, I was asking for him to yell. I kind of miss it a little bit.
I guarantee you, they'll probably say it for the very end when like kid will die or something.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
For a game that's coming out in 2018.
Yeah, so there's that not coming out this fall, which I was kind of like looking forward to that.
Kind of, yeah. Like I could have seen that being
one of those games,
like a holiday game,
yeah.
but at the same time, just because of what it is, I don't think they would want to rush something like that. So
I mean, it gives people more time to play Nier. But story trailer plus some gameplay looks good, looks polished. Looks pretty.
Yeah.
I like the new perspective.
Yeah, it looked like they were aware of who he was.
Yeah, but
like,
this is.
Did you see that vase that his like hieroglyph was on? Like, they're aware of him.
This is very Nordic though this time around.
And like they haven't shown how he got there or like why.
That's fine. Let me play the game and find it that way.
No, like that's cool. Like, there's more to it.
And Big Fish comes out and he's like, "Dad."
Yeah.
I was like serpent hydra things like.
I was waiting for Kratos to yell at it, but no, he never did.
That part just got heavy metal. He was like right on top of his head in the battle or something.
Yeah, I heard the Wonder Woman theme.
I heard Holy Diver.
David Cage's new game, Detroit Being Human. A little bit of gameplay, a little bit of decision making, a little bit of throwing pipe bombs in gazebos and wondering why retaliation happened.
Maybe it's just me, but like it looked like their image changed dramatically between the last time we saw it to now.
Yeah.
It had a more of like a realistic approach before, like pseudo Matrix vibe, like guy in a suit, detective, whatever, and like people like robots are disguised as the humans. It wasn't like that apparent. Now it's like straight up, hey, we're a part of society.
Yeah.
You can probably buy us in a store.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, this could very well take the Heavy Rain approach. So, in Heavy Rain, remember...
It was like light chance of snow.
I mean, but remember, in Heavy Rain, you were all a part of the same situation, but from these ultra-extreme perspectives. So, like, the last time you saw it, you were a detective, weren't you? In, like, the Detroit police system?
Something like that.
So, like, you saw one... Like, that was one little snippet of, like, maybe this overall movement, and then like maybe we saw the character as part of the uprising or like the leader of the uprising. So
it had that same style that I just keep seeing again. Pretty gritty.
I like that though. Like that's fine. Like keep giving it to me.
It just makes me sleepy.
I think too, like one thing you got to remember is that's all this stuff. Like looking at it as art, it's all a reflection of our time a little bit. Where I think we're kind of in that just as a society.
It's like a dystopian city, but there's still like beautiful holograms of stuff. And
yeah, but that's kind of where we're at, man. Like we've got.
You got stuff that's pushing photorealism.
It's weird seeing that and not it being Neo Tokyo.
No, but I mean, like even
our
own reality. Like look at the things in front of us that we're holding and playing with and whatever, and then kind of look like we're right in that weird.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that's glowing is a rectangle.
Like we're in the. I feel like right now we're in the 70s to the 80s. Like we're in that phase. We're not quite at Blade Runner yet. We're still.
Like, we're never going to reach that.
This year, Blade Runner.
Yeah,
it's coming. Yeah. Don't worry.
But no, I mean like, Blade Runner as an idea hasn't even been thought of. In this era that we're in, we're still trapped in the 70s somewhere. Right now in 2017. Where it's that equivalent. 2017 is to 1974.
I would say it's like the 70s had a glitch and part of the future leaked in, but not the good part.
Yeah. Just a weird place. Speaking of weird places, conference took us to Destiny 2. A little bit more of some guy talking and yeah.
Just a trailer.
Yeah.
No gameplay.
Yeah, it's true. Nothing down the barrel. But that'll come out. Exclusive content on PlayStation, of course. No surprise there.
I've seen that trailer, man. I watched that trailer and I see the gameplay. I was like, man, Destiny's gameplay was not the issue of that game. It was the story.
It just seemed like the story's there.
I don't know. I mean, there's this whole revenge thing of the oh my god, the center hub is the tower. Whatever.
Watchtower?
No. The center hub of the first game looks like that falls. So like this is a mission of getting it back. I don't know. That sells it to me. I think
It just looks like Destiny 1.
I'm on the fence, but like the gameplay was never his problem. I enjoyed playing that game. It was after I got through all the missions, I did not want to replay it.
That was a weird
again
shift
and
from,
again and again and again and again.
like their last announcement trailer, where you had Nathan Fillion voicing one character, and like his side was all funny, the other one was like all serious.
Yeah, that
Had like a
I had
Borderlands
issues with that
vibe.
trailer. This one felt more like a realized vision. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Looks fine. September 6th, PlayStation. Buy it. Shawn Layden comes out. Thanks everybody once again. At this point, I thought we were getting Sucker Punch's game, but he said, let's take a look at one final exclusive. He didn't say the word final. He said, let's take a look at
A true
PlayStation exclusive. Cut to Spider-Man, which we got a pretty lengthy gameplay demo of by Spider-Man by Insomniac, which looks pretty dope. Seems like Wilson Fisk is a villain.
Yeah, probably just like a beginning one. Like there's a little story arc where you just
yeah,
you know.
I mean, it's right there in the thing. He was like, if you save my guys, I'll tell
Yeah.
you. So
Right.
there's something bigger going on.
Yeah.
so it's gonna end with a symbiote.
And it's Miles Morales. They show that at the very end of the conference.
That was what everyone was puzzled about.
Yeah.
We were puzzled.
See,
for
I
it.
thought it was Miles filming that Spider-Man, because in the comics, both Peter and Miles exist in the same universe.
I think it was
now.
Miles filming.
It was, but
Yeah.
who's under the mask? Peter or Miles?
I don't know. That's what we don't know.
Or plot twist: does Peter die and Miles take over in the game?
I don't know.
Yeah, does he die in that helicopter because he was grabbed? Remember? So many things.
Maybe.
I mean, that game looks dope. I even letting this sink in a little bit. I now have a tie for game to show at this time.
The game looks really good. It looks like what Rocksteady did with the Batman stuff, but somebody's finally doing it with Spider-Man. Which those Beanox games weren't terrible. Did you guys ever play Shattered Dimensions or?
No.
Those are,
No,
they're pretty good, but they're playing them after playing Arkham Asylum. It was like you're just not totally there yet.
Yeah, like the way, like I didn't play that many Spider-Man games. Like the movie ones are probably the last ones I played,
Yeah.
which is I guess kind of sad. But yeah, I kind of had like I played one. I played them all.
I would check out Shattered Dimensions. I mean, this one is coming, so play this one. But
I mean, just swing around town, fight stuff.
Shattered Dimensions had a cool thing because you were jumping between different dimensions. So you get to play
I
as
wanted
four
to be
different.
the noir Spider-Man. That looked cool.
He was my least favorite, honestly. It's cool, but
Yeah,
it was
I mean, just aesthetically, it looks cool.
aesthetically super rad. But I think playing Arkham and then playing this,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, you guys aren't doing it right. 2099 ended up being my favorite one, and then coincidentally enough, they did a sequel to the game called Edge of Time, where it was just current day in 2099 instead of all four. But anyway, yeah, Insomniac Spider-Man, cool.
Looks
Looks great.
like a legit Spider-Man game. Probably one of the best ones that's been out.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I tried to pay attention to there was the fact that he was kind of.
He was very passive with his attacks.
Well, if you look at the way the game plays too, it's kind of seamless. You're kind of flowing constantly, and it seems like your control dictates how things play out.
It's very dynamic.
Yeah.
That's good though. And
Yeah,
then
I
I
think.
was like, I was worried that there wasn't any quips at first.
Yeah.
And then I heard him, and that's why it makes me think it's Peter, because
Yeah.
Peter's a big nerd.
Yeah.
He's PG-13 sometimes.
I hold my breath a little bit, just minor gripe. QTs.
Yeah,
maybe one too many. When I got the L2R2 first person thing, at that point I was like, maybe we should not do that.
Part of that formula. It's just those kind of games. It's like an industry standard at this point.
I mean, I'm fine with QTEs in that moment.
Yeah. But they should be to a minimum.
There was that last one that kind of was like, I don't know how to feel about that.
The final L2R2.
I don't know how to feel about that. But
I kind of want to see what it looks like when you fail.
if that's only
I wish they would
just shoot one and then see what happens.
It's Resident Evil 4, you just get your throat slit by Krauser. No,
because that's my thing. A Spider-Man game lives and dies by the fluidity of like moving through that world, and then with Peter being quippy and being like that, it's a you can't relive those moments. So if I miss a QTE and then it cuts to black and then reloads just before I had to do that QTE, and I had to sit there and listen to the same bullshit quip every time, because that's the vibe I was kind of getting, is that if you fuck something up, it doesn't matter because that's what the story wants you to do. So I hope it is a little more dynamic, and if you fuck something up, things move forward in a different way.
Yeah, or I was gonna say, what if it's like a heavy rain where like you get into, I always think of the hotel room brawl with the detective. Like, you can miss a couple, but if you hit enough, you still get the same outcome as if you hit them all perfectly.
Right.
So it could be that. It could be like a 3 strikes you're out kind of mentality.
Yeah, we'll see.
But besides that, though, that game looks good. I was holding my breath, hoping to see the swinging part. I saw the swinging part. Very happy with it. That little wall run, corner turn thing.
Yeah, those are good.
Very fluid.
Those are pretty good.
I'm very excited.
It's going to be good.
I'm sad it's not in fall. I thought if they were ending on it, it would be the fall game, but...
I know. That seemed like such an obvious thing, which I was... Honestly, like, throughout the conference, I was like waiting on the next big thing. Like, where's Bloodborne 2? Where's Patapon 4?
Because Microsoft did,
where's Vita 2?
Did Microsoft end theirs with this year game?
I don't even remember what Microsoft ended with.
Give me 1 second.
Because Bethesda did it.
What was Bethesda's?
Wolfenstein was
E3's
this
like
year.
6 years long.
Evil Within 2 was this year. And pretty much most of their games were this year. Like between August and fall, right?
Microsoft ended on Anthem, which is going to be a 2018 delayed to 2019 game.
Oh, right.
But
But they had games that were still this year, though.
Yeah, Crackdown, Forza,
Cuphead, something else. But most of Bethesda's, Ubisoft had a few. I think Assassin's Creed was one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The Rabbids Mario game.
Yeah, that's like 2 months.
August 29th.
God, we're gonna be playing XCOM 3 in 2 months, boys.
That's true. That's the true goat. Yeah. That was very weird. I expected after the whole conference being nothing but 2018 things that, okay, cool, Spider-Man. I didn't want us to end on Spider-Man. Like, I wanted a couple more surprises, but I was like, all right, cool, yeah, let's watch some Spider-Man. Show me what I'm playing this October.
And it looked
then
great.
It was like, yeah, it did. And then it was like,
it wasn't this October.
2018.
So what did we take out from this conference personally? Like, what did we like the most?
So I have before we get into that, I have a theory about this whole 2018 thing. Maybe these games are in a position that these other games that were supposed to come out in 2017 but got delayed to 2018. Maybe Shu is seeing like these games are in the same position. Let's not put them out. Let's let them incubate. Like, don't even say they're coming out in 2017. Let's put it out 2018 because this company can't delay another game without it looking really bad.
Yeah, and then if it gets finished earlier, then it gets finished earlier.
That's fair.
Now, I don't even think you put it out. I think you just sit there and polish because you get a 9 game to be a 10 game.
Like, I'd rather you lie to me and let it come out sooner
than
lie to me and have to wait.
Yeah.
That's
overall,
fine.
my
2018 is gonna be great.
Overall, I think my takeaway from this is probably Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think that's the one.
Tie for game of show.
God of War for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously Shadow of the Colossus, but that is something new. Like,
that's a true surprise of this conference for me.
God of War definitely takes the bigger cake because they had more to show.
I know. I'm excited for the top of that conference. I'm very excited for, and it's all coming for me in 2017. So, Uncharted and Horizon.
What was the third? Oh, Days Gone. Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting Days Gone this year.
No, I know, but I was trying to remember because there were 3 things at the beginning I was trying to remember. Yeah, no, Uncharted looks dope. Horizon, when I get to the core game, that'll be a good follow up to it. But, yeah, just kind
So let's talk about what wasn't there, what everyone wanted to see.
Sucker Punch, Patapon 4,
Resident Evil
Vita
2.
2.
You're not getting fucking Patapon and Vita.
Fine, I'll just take Vita.
I was hoping for Team Japan. That happened, but
Kinda.
not a new IP. So
You got 2 people working at Blue Point.
Did
The
not-
From game.
Yeah,
That's
something.
something.
Where is From? Like, I guess that's a TGS thing, maybe, but
Could be.
it just seemed like
Yeah, that was the one where, like, when Spider-Man came on, we figured out was there. Like,
yeah.
man, nothing.
Because
I was willing to settle at this point for just a new IP that looked really cool, besides Bloodborne 2, but I wanted something.
Well, and when Sean Layden said earlier in the conference, "Oh, this game has a big cult following," I was like, "Holy shit! Like they're gonna show Mother 3."
I think a lot of people were expecting From Software for something.
I thought Mother 3, but that's
This guy.
yeah. I don't know.
Maybe tomorrow in the 20-minute show.
Oh no, Mother 3's happening tomorrow.
In the 20-minute show?
30-minute show, and yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
30 minutes. I'm starting to think we might not get any virtual console tomorrow.
You're gonna get Virtual Console.
It'll probably be the first thing they talk about.
Virtual Console
I
right
hope.
away, followed by Shigesato Itoi coming onto this, not on stage, but coming onto the
The
thing,
presentation.
and just sort of smiling, and you hear the love theme playing in the background. They announce, I don't know, what are they going to call it though, right? Because they went back, and they called Mother 1 Earthbound Beginnings. So what is this?
Earthbound 2.
Earthbound
think?
0.
Earthbound 0 should have been Beginnings. I don't know what they call this though.
Earthbound 0-1.
Earthbound again?
They'll pull a Resident Evil. It's just Earthbound : Mother.
Code Veronica? Oh, got it, Mother. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I don't know, man. That'll be fun, though. That'll be a good conference. Showcase digital event.
This was a good conference, though. The one we just watched.
It was fine.
That was a good conference.
It was good. Good is a fine word for
I
it.
think it's my favorite conference so far. I think it was better than Ubisoft's.
I disagree with you. I disagree with the fact that you believe that. Because
Why?
we can check the tapes. Your
Yeah.
extreme fervor following Ubisoft has not been matched this entire E3.
Because Rabbids looked really good.
Right. And why? Because it surprised you, because it did something different, it was new. And it was coming in 2
I was
months.
going to say it's tangible.
Okay? Those 4 things. Tangibility, surprisability, innovative ability,
Well,
innovation through the idea that it's something
okay, I was
either
going to
way.
say, we just got an XCOM game with Mario Paint, but
Again, those things made you more excited than everything. So I don't think you can arguably say this is better than Ubisoft because you walked out of Ubisoft even with having to sit through Assassin's Creed Origins in sunlight, direct sunlight. You still walked out of that conference.
See, you just reminded me of that shit. I forgot about
It
the sun
doesn't matter.
glare.
You're smiling more than you have not smiled at all since PlayStation
Because I have
ended.
to deal with your fucking bullshit over here.
No, because I'm the voice of reason.
Goddamn
over
Debbie
here.
Downer.
No. Debbie Downer happened. Name of Sean
Uncharted,
Layden.
thrilled. Horizon, thrilled. Days Gone, looks fine. Don't care about Monster Hunter. Shadow of the Colossus, that's cool for that Crash guy that's out there.
Our overall-
me.
Again, but
Um,
what of these challenged you in a way that made you think about something new, something different? None of them. Not a one.
So far, I'm between Bethesda and Ubi.
Yeah. Because they did stuff that was new. Even Bethesda was all known quantities. Nothing that challenged me in a way. Ubisoft Rabbids alone was just enough to be like, fucking weird, man. Cool. This is cool and weird. The Crew 2. Yeah, let's fucking ride boats. I don't give a shit.
Oh, we
I
get
think-
through to.
Again,
Ubi-
I'm not... I
Ubi
don't-
had a good beginning and end, but the middle was just kind of.
Yeah, that's fine.
You see, this is my thing about like the Beyond Good. Like, as cool as Bang Bang Motherfuckers was,
Right. Bang, bang, motherfucker.
I don't think that changes how I care about that game.
What? Good
Beyond
Evil?
Good, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I get that people are excited for it. I never played or cared for the first one.
Yeah, I'm not sold on it. I'm not going out and buying it tomorrow. You got to show me what this game actually is, because right now it just looks like a cutscene of a monkey saying "bang bang
Curious
motherfucker."
George.
Right. Where's his yellow coat? Again, though, I think so far Ubisoft is there because of fucking Rabbids.
Rabbids wasn't impressed me.
Which
so does Spider-Man, though.
What the fuck is 2017?
Which is funny about Rabbids because I feel like if it wasn't for Nintendo, we wouldn't be as thrilled about it.
No, of course not.
So
No,
it's
hell
like,
no. Fuck
so
no.
it kind of has like an
Rayman
assist,
with a fucking gun,
you know?
tactical
Yeah.
turn-based? Fuck no.
Yeah, no. But it's
Give Luigi a vacuum. I'm
Look,
sold.
Mario's had a gun before. Did anybody play the Super Scope game?
Fuck
yeah,
no.
I know.
It's a weapon in Smash Brothers as well.
Play
so,
Duck Hunt. That's the closest I got to that.
No, but that was the
Maybe
thing.
tomorrow. Don't worry about this goddamn debate because Nintendo just steals the goddamn show.
Oh, they will. When Mother 3 happens and you see tears streaming down my face, into my beard.
Remember what I just said about Beyond Good and Evil 2? How, like, I get how people are excited, it just does not... Oh, I'm sorry. It does not...
What does Nintendo have to do tomorrow to make them win? That's the question. Metroid?
Metroid,
Fucking Metroid.
like... Maybe not today, but
Yeah.
fall.
well, obviously Mario
will
Odyssey
be-
is going to be.
I don't
it's
think
not
Metroid's
coming
coming
fall. But, like,
Parts.
that would be something. I'm gotten to the point now where I kind of expect Metroid tomorrow. Like, tonight, we expect
I'll
the
tell you
Sucker
what.
Punches IP.
Right. This E3 has been so fucked up so far that if there is not a Metroid,
I'm just afraid of everything that I don't want the invitationals to take up the time. I hope that's all just Treehouse after.
that's all Treehouse. That's already confirmed Treehouse.
I know, but I mean, like, I don't even want like a sizzle reel. I'm gonna get it anyway, but I don't want. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's just like 5 seconds, those are 5 precious seconds that could be used for something else. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, like, we know about Splatoon, we know about ARMS, we know about Pokken, we know about all that. You know, like, you had personal directs about them. It's all dedicated. I feel like they did that for a reason.
Yeah, no,
Keep
and,
it out of
and
there.
all 3 of those are going to be shown off throughout Treehouse. They've already confirmed. So, yeah, no, I mean, we need plenty of time to go over Mother 3, the Earthbound remake, and Metroid.
I know.
Wait, what the Earth?
They'll probably show a trailer.
Yeah, it's coming. Don't worry.
They'll probably show a trailer for the Zelda DLC for part 2. The one that has a new
Make
story
me want to buy the season pass.
part on it.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Mario Odyssey obviously will probably be the spotlight of the whole thing.
Yeah.
New
That's
Dawn
cool.
City.
We just spent the last 10 minutes talking about shit that wasn't PlayStation during the PlayStation recap. I wonder why, because PlayStation wasn't that impressive.
It was great.
It wasn't great. It was
wasn't
good.
great. It
You
wasn't
said
great.
good earlier. It was
good.
good. Fucking Vita's over there collecting dust.
Yeah, Undertale. It was announced 4 minutes, so if you tuned in just early enough.
Play Dragon's Crown. That's what I'm gonna do.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do. Cool. Actually, honestly, so far for me, I think the most exciting game announcement is Dissidia, which happened.
Which hasn't
before,
even been shown on E3. But
none of the conferences. Yeah, they had Square representative on IGN did like 20 minutes of gameplay, and then they're gonna have some stuff tomorrow during their thing. But Dissidia looks really fucking good, really good. I know you don't care, but I care a lot. It looks really good. I'm super stoked. That's
It's a fighting game, right?
Yeah, but it's more than that.
Yeah.
It's
a fighting game with RPG elements.
yeah,
Great.
but it's an action RPG. Like it's not fighting game in the way that you're thinking.
It plays more like Kingdom Hearts, but more technical.
Imagine ARMS, right?
Oh, fuck.
Because
you got
the-
me sold
No,
already.
Like the whole game is like air dashing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
you're flying around mostly.
Watch the thing.
Tell me this off air, and maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow after Nintendo's conference.
Perfect.
Sony.
Yeah.
It was good. Fuck you.
It was good.
Not you. I know I kind of looked at you last second. Not you.
It was
you.
good.
Fuck you.
It was good. It was good.
It was good.
Period.
There you go.
I put it up there with Microsoft. It's just on par.
I would say Microsoft was better. Because Microsoft,
Tangibility is, if that's your reason, tangibility, fine.
that's what this
just
game is.
either way, I
and
haven't
even
been,
outside of tangibility, the idea of tangibility, giving me something that I want, that I did not expect to be real. We talked a lot this month about our cover story dreams and the idea of, I can't believe this is happening, right? And that's what E3 always is that holy shit, I can't believe this is happening. And everything that happened at PlayStation, Yep, you checked the box. Great. I totally believe this is happening. But E3 to me is where everything happens. That's where dreams come true. That's where Vita 2s get announced. That's where Patapon 4s get made.
It's a double-edged sword.
That's where Final Fantasy VII gets remade. That's where
As big are the dreams as are the nightmares.
I know that.
No, nothing in here was a nightmare. Nightmares are wonder books and
Right, yeah.
fucking.
Which we almost fucked.
I mean, nightmare is an
That
exaggerated
guy.
term.
Fuck that guy.
Goes so
And Jamie Kennedy and
I mean,
Shaun White.
I mean, I use it as an exaggerated term, but I just mean like, as much as you're hopeful, there's always going to be disappointment somewhere in there. You just got to be prepared for it.
yeah.
But I feel like everything always has a thing, Even EA, as fucking terrible as that was, still had Anthem.
That's still the worst one.
Barely. You can barely say it at Anthem.
It still said the words BioWare and new IP, which was enough to go like, all right. The rest of it, yeah.
It said, stay tuned for tomorrow.
I know. Speaking of tomorrow, we'll be back tomorrow to talk about Nintendo, talk about Square, talk about, I don't know what else.
Feel good, super happy, fun time. Woo.
Yeah, we did it. We're halfway through E3 or over the halfway point. I don't know. It's so sweaty in this basement.
Over the conference. Definitely over the hump conference-wise. E3 actually begins day one. Tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual show floor stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't count it like that. That's
It's
weird.
always, because it's always considered day zero.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And usually day zero is the day for all the press conferences, but EA just fucked everything up.
They really did.
Yeah, they really fucked everything up. I think next year we don't start until Sunday. How about that? If all these companies want to do this bullshit where they just start making E3 a month long, we're going to wait. We're going to wait until...
Well, it depends.
I mean, I don't know why you have all these big open windows between them. Just shove them all in one day.
Because everybody... I'm not even getting it. I hate everything. Yeah, go to thefreecheese.com for all the rest of our stuff. Listen to our podcast as you just did. We have a regular podcast that happens every week. If you want to hear when that's happening or what we're talking about or when that goes live, you want to be on thefreecheese.com or follow us on Twitter at somefreecheese. Mark is at og_mental. Matt is at MattyIce131. I'm at thefreecheese. That's going to do it for us till Nintendo makes all of our dreams come true.
Well,
Little Mac's coming to ARMS this Friday. You wait.
is that pre-order bonus?
Yes!
Fuck.
Get it now.
I'm not getting that shit.
Get it now.
It's like he's actually the final boss in disguise.
Oh, shit. See? Dreams. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
Sure.
Thanks, PlayStation.
Yes, thank you, PlayStation.
Thanks, PlayStation.
Well done.
I know.
Spider-Man looks fucking rad. Tied, game of show.
You can only use the words amazing or spectacular when you describe Spider-Man.
All right, amazing and spectacular.
Hold on, not tied. Right now, stop. Before we end the show,
Fuck, here we go.
Record scratch.
someone has two hands, and they hold those hands out. One has Rabbids, one has Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Are you serious? Spider-Man.
Wait, what? What is in each hand?
Rabbids or Spider-Man?
Rabbids.
Spider-Man.
All right.
It's an Arkham game and Spider-Man paint.
That's why I want Rabbids.
Fuck
I
yeah.
don't care about Arkham battle system.
That's the main draw for me.
All right.
That's why Shadow
I just
of War
wanted
is
to
going to
know.
be so good.
Oh, God. Why did you have to bring that bullshit into this?
We'll just keep fading out.
Destiny 2.
But the gameplay was never the issue in that game.
Bloodborne. Fuck.
I got that DLC to play finally.
All right, fine, I guess. Yeah, all right. Thanks, PlayStation. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, listener. We'll see you at Nintendo at another time.